In this video, we're going to talk about how to take fractions of a number or to find the missing piece. So in this first problem, in number 14, we're trying to take 3/5 of 75. And over here I have the reminder that when we see of, it typically means multiplication. So we're going to do some fraction multiplication here. So this is 3/5 of 75. Well, of course, any fraction we're going to turn into an improper fraction or put that whole number over 1. Now, also, when we need to remember that when we do fraction multiplication, this is the only operation where we can reduce ahead of time. So what I see is that there is a number that can divide evenly into a value in the denominator and a value in the numerator. So 5 can divide in here once, 5 can divide in here 15 times. And once we're done, what we're going to do is we're going to take and we're going to multiply what's left. So in this, I can multiply the 15 that's left times 3, and I'm going to get 45. And then 1 times 1, which is 1, or the answer is 45. Now in this case, the number that's being multiplied is missing, so what I can do is create an algebraic equation. So 68 is equal to x times 85. Of course, I'd rather write 85x, but putting things in the position. So x times 85. So what I'm going to do to solve this is I'm going to divide both sides by 85. Oops, excuse me, 85. To get the x by itself. So I have now x is equal to 68 over 85. And the thing we have to do is we have to remember that we need to reduce our fraction. In this fraction, 17 can divide evenly into each one. So this, without doing the division problem like I did over here, we can also say that 68 is equal to 4 times 17, and 85 is 5 times 17, so canceling out the common factors, our answer is 4/5. You could have also just divided the 68 and the 85 by 17 and landed at the same answer. Number 16 is set up the very same way, so I have 40 is equal to 8/3 of something, and I'm not sure. So just like in problem 15 where we divided both sides by the value of x, I'm going to divide by this fraction. So I have 40 divided by 8/3. And whenever we have any fraction division, I'm going to first set it up, so I've got 40 over 1. I'm dividing it by 8/3. And good old fraction division, and if you're not familiar with it, you can go to another video on my site. We skip the first, we flip the second, and then we multiply. Now, I couldn't have reduced in between the two values when it's dividing, but now that it's in multiplication, I see that 40 and 8 have a common factor of 8, so 8 goes in here once, 8 goes in here 5 times, so I multiply what's left, which is 5 times 3, which is 15, over 1, which is 1 times 1, so that becomes 15.